Okay, we're back. Screen. Back. Okay, so we are going to continue on adding the orange. These orange scribblies. Oh, let's do this first. Excuse me, guys. I don't know if that was our late lunch or early dinner. First dinner. Or it's freaking eating habits are just terrible. Oh, let me put in the green tea. What happened here? What just dropped? What just dropped? Oh, there you go. My glasses case. That's what dropped. Yes. Yeah, we making art in the dark. Art in the dark. It's in the dark. Art in the dark. Art in the dark. Arty art in the darky art. That's right.
My goodness, it's amazing to have Corey as a dedicated art historian, because it seems that we have heard similar stories, and you know the stories that I talk about. So it's great to have you and be able to bounce the story off. But I just love hearing how some artists come to their style, especially like, Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol created his what you would call it, his camel suit tomato can, his iconic camel suit tomato can, because he was like looking for advice from other people. He's actually asking other people like things of what he should paint. And I think the story goes, I don't know who it was that told him, but they're like, why don't you just paint like a soup can? And that's how he did it. It wasn't something that came out of his own mind. It wasn't like, just him just sitting there staring at objects in his home and thinking so deeply and profoundly about what can transform the entire fabric of modern art. Like so much like camel suit, tomato soup can, and it blew up just like that. Beautiful story, right? Like, I love it. I love that it wasn't some deep, profound reflection on this concept of modern art. It's just like really, some like the book would say most artists are painting for a living these days. Yeah, that too. Painting is a hobby, painting is a living. But and I think it's also like this competitive thing of business-wise. I'm not talking about a competitive thing like artist to artist, but I'm talking like, there's like these painting farms that paint mass amounts of art in, like, I don't know, China, I hear, is known for this, where they like have these mass productions of artwork, even handmade artwork, not just machine-made artwork. And there's that level of competition. Oh yeah, I still have one more section to paint. All right, let's go there. There's a coworker studies staring at the window and asking, "Have you thought about painting before?" Huh. Yeah, hey Dondra, can you expand on that story? Are you able to expand on that story? Like, oh, you are going to finish. 2 days later, 2 weeks later, staring out the window again, you hear a voice and see a question. Wow, so that's how you got started painting. That's amazing, I'm sure. So, I want to know, what I'm curious about is, what were you staring out the window about? If you don't mind sharing.
Hey, hello. Picking my nose. Hello, we picking our nose. 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 What's going on right here? There we go. Get rid of that. I don't know why this.
Little moments of inspiration, like Picasso's dinner with Henri Rousseau, or, you know, of course it's many, many years in development. Picasso was an artist for like 20 years before he came across that dinner to develop Cubism, or what's his name? Andy Warhol was already a very successful commercial artist in advertising before he ever came across the idea to paint a tomato candles, tomato soup can. So, you know, there are those factors as well. I think at the end of the day, we can all appreciate a great story like that. You're tired of the rat race, and you want to change your life because you're tired of the rat race. Oh my gosh, rat race, right?
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Because I can't. Wait, what does this say? Come on,
Well, was
man.
it like one of those things you were sitting at work and
I was
you
bored in
didn't want to
kindergarten,
be
so I
there? It's like
came
one
in
of those situations, like just
with kids in
totally
class and so
sick
on.
of being in an office and just thinking about what it was like to just be outside in those situations. You start painting because you were bored in kindergarten. You didn't know the kids in class and sold it to them for lunch money. That's amazing. Sounds like destiny. I actually stopped painting for a very long time. You know, I was actually, when I was a kid, I would draw a lot. But I would draw like things that were not very appropriate, and I got in trouble for that. And I just like, actually I just stopped. And I stopped until I became an adult.
Chatty chitty chat, chitty chitty chat. Chitty chat. Alright, so I don't think that goes there. So let's see. Excuse me, burping all over the place, burping and chirping. Okay. All right. Somehow.
So in case anybody is wondering, how am I picking these colors? You know, I did talk about how the yellow was just a basic foundational color. If you are curious specifically about some of the inspiration for the actual color idea itself, there's two paintings. Let me see if I can pull up their names. I don't actually know their names. I just have them up here as a reference. But let me see.
Should I turn her around? Hold on a second. Groupity group. Let's see. Flip horizontal.
So the first color palette that I'm using, or like the color
Come on.
I'm gonna share this.
Undo, please.
That I'm sharing on my live stream is this painting. It is a painting. Well, this is a triptych. Alexa, what is a triptych? Alexa, off. Okay. So here's a triptych that Francis Ray Bacon is one of my favorite artists. Sold for 142 million. And that's not the reason why I picked this color palette. But obviously, we all know that we like the, artists that have sold art that for lots of money. Obviously, he didn't sell it. He had to come many years after. But I was really inspired by this, very flat orange, yellow background. So
Okay,
I'm
so
sharing that this is part of the inspiration for this
oops.
and I really like this program here that's like this off-green, like splotchy areas on top. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do that. Green.
Okay, let me see here.
Darker color and keep both these light colors on top of it. And I don't know exactly
Come on. So let's
enough, but
alpha lock this.
that's how we did it. I mean,
Nope,
you can tell
don't
that
want to
there's
do that.
yellow here, and then I don't know if that's just for my screen or not, but you can tell that there's some transition between like yellows and oranges here, maybe some reds, and
Actually, let us do hard blend. And we can cover this real quickly.
filter blue light. This blue light's very bad for night.
Real quick, like, get this cleaned up. All unified. Unifying that. Okay. And now we'll go back. This.
Orangish yellow, yellow orange, along with.
Okay, we'll take the alpha lock off.
I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to stick with this.
Okay.
The same type of flooring. I might go with a different color. And then the other painting, and I'm sharing that with y'all. That let's see the name of this painting. Triptych of Freud. So this is part one of the triptych. Let's see.
Oh boy. Alright, so we need to alpha lock this again.
So
And we'll
three
come
stones
in.
of Lucy and Freud. So this is part, that piece specifically was part of a three-part painting. It was a triptych. Obviously, tri, you gotta remember this. The word triptych has the word tri in it, which means three. That's how I'm gonna remember that. Alright, so this is the first painting that is helping to inspire my overall color. And let's see if I can find the third one. Second one. Another triptych. What does triptych mean, everybody? Vocabulary? Triptych means three panels that have been put together.
3 panels.
Simple sense of explanation.
Triptych is 3 panels.
So I'm just
3 panels. The 3-panel work. Alright, we in the dark. What do you want, light on? You want the light on? You said you wanted the light on? There you go, the light is on. You can't see me. I'm no longer in the dark. I got the light on. So we have that, and then we have this, and then we just like this. And we go like that, and then, but that's not the right brush, and then we go like this, and then we're like, yeah, that's the right brush, and then we, do we shrink it a little bit? We shrink this brush a little bit. Then we start scribbling. We do our little scribbles. Maybe shrink it a little more. Shrink, shrink, shrink. Let's see, anybody? Sorry guys, I'm being distracted again. You see, twitchy, did you twitch? Twitchy, twitch. Meatsy, dark tails. Tails is doing a marathon. Alright. No Discord. No Discord on here. Thank goodness. Oh, nope, not a race. Scribble, scribble. Let's. I wish there was a. You just punch in the number.
Make it pretty flat. Like he didn't over detail it. So if I am sharing exactly some of the references that I'm using as far as inspiring this piece, again, I'm no Francis Bacon. I'm not Francis Bacon. I'm not, trying to paint like him exclusively. But I do take some various inspirations from various works and how to do things. And so that's my goal, is to use the two references as far as color design inspiration and some of the what do you call it, the dimensional design. So without getting into too much dimension, just kind of keeping it more flat, and that's it. So building up this color here is more of a red, orange, yellow. What I ended up with in this section, I can kind of use just a little yellow on this corner edge here, and I'm not going to do not going to mess with the cats design. I'm not going to
Let us shut this one. Shut this off so I can see. Uh-oh, we're having a little tech. It's probably my end.
I don't know, so out of curiosity, what made you say to check out Alex Katz? What did you
Dude, why are you not?
Maybe I'll ochre it just a little bit. Add a little bit of ochre, just a hint of ochre into this. I should be using a. See how this goes. Should go. Once I start, I'm gonna use it. Anybody else? Oh, all painted very quickly. You know what? I think sometimes the hard edge paintings can be the quickest, but also, you know, although it's quick, as I often say, like quick isn't always reflective of skill because, you know, I mean, I guess it can reflect skill in the sense that quick usually means that something happened too fast, right? Like you don't want to hear about the artist that took years and like hours upon hours to like dedicate their skill to painting. But I think for an artist like Alex Katz, his power of skill is in knowing exactly where the right colors are, the design of everything, and then, you know, once he's figured out that design, he's able to just like so skillfully establish the color areas, know exactly what colors to put down, how to put them together. And when you say that he did it quickly, you know, I'm like, he knew exactly what to put and where. That's what I wanted to mention as far as like reflection of skill. You know, he knew exactly what to put and where, and that's how he accomplishes. That's how he's able to accomplish these really interesting paintings so quickly. So you know what? I've made a mistake here. I want to leave some of this green, leave a little bit more of this green. I don't know how exactly I'm going to brush some of this away. I should have left some space for the green. Let's see if I can possibly do that. I would have liked to leave a little bit more color here. We'll see if we can make it happen here. I think the secret is to get like a brushy look. Although, yeah, I haven't quite mastered this like technique of.
Excuse
Really
me.
mastered anything, but, I haven't really quite gotten the hang of how to like create this brushy look that is achieved in so many great paintings. By brushy look, I mean, you know, to have like little areas, spots of color peek through, but in like a very brushy way. Like in the classical paintings.
God, Dersh, why are you doing that? Dersh. Dude, now I gotta watch the damn commercial. You darn commercial. Now it's gonna make me watch commercials because I went away from this stream. You beaster.
brush. I have a thin paint. Need to steal out this, make this the color a bit more steely. Dry brush. Yeah, I was watching a tutorial today on how Rembrandt got some of his techniques, and he actually used this is class on, actually he found this class on Udemy. It's a course on Udemy, and the guy uses the guy's really really interesting artist. He uses these he made his own paint, made his own ground, and he also, and I think what happened is, so what Rembrandt did specifically is he actually had, he used like sand. He actually ground up sand, supposedly, this is the theory, that he would ground up sand, and then he would create this ground from it. You know what, this is actually okay. I'm justifying the darker shade of this area, because I'm actually seeing this, but instead of going too much into detail into the shadow, I'm just going to use this color to establish like a shadow area. But I also think it helps to have a much rougher surface, like sandy surface, so that you can actually like separate, float the brush with my hand. I don't think this brush would work though. I think I need a round brush. I'm using a flat, or what do you call this brush? A filbert right now. But let me share exactly what I meant by this brushy surface look. It's hard to explain with just talking about it, because that could mean like 100 different things, right? When I say brushy surface look. So brushy surface look. I mean, I think, the art people know what I mean, but as far as just big in art, it's triptych. Here we go. So what I mean by brushy look, and I think both Michael and Corey know what I'm talking about, as I mentioned earlier, is this look right here. I don't know if you can see it on screen. It's like a textured surface with some of the undercolors popping through. Whereas, this part, really flat, right? Flat color. Whereas this, textured. So let me try that. Gosh, I already started with this brush. This will look so weird if I do a different brush. Let me go with the dry brush here. Let's see what I have for dry brushes. I think I need a round dry brush. So I don't actually know if this will be the best choice. This will be the best choice. It's a very fluffy brush, but it's very hard. So I'm afraid that what's going to happen is it's just going to scratch the surface of the paint, but maybe that's what I want. I'm kind of curious to see how this look approaches. Load the tip of the brush and we'll see where this goes. Yeah, I'm kind of just scratching the paint. Scratching paint off. This is the wrong brush, that's why. Okay, just wanted to test that brush out. I know it's a softer brush. It has a finger here. I don't even know why I have this brush in my good brush bag. I mean, this much softer brush. Just try to rub some of the paint off. I can almost even see some of the white here, which means the green paint was still really wet, and I can already see that this part is kind of getting screwed up a bit because I was indecisive about color. Let's see how much more paint we could get off. Play around with this idea. Oh, maybe. Let's see. Spread this paint. Let's spread this paint using our fingers. And then we're gonna see where. Oh, I've already burnt the hole in this thing. See that little hole already. Scumble, bumble. Dab most of the paint. No strokes, just tap or dab it on. Let's do that. Scrape off some of this paint. At least we can get like a nice flat color here before we get started.
No, not stumbling, you idiot. Not scumming.
Shuffle a little bit more. I want to push this color zone a little bit further up.
Not scumming, you idiot. Come on, quit.
Right. We'll see what happens. I still don't know.
Jeez,
How,
idiot.
if
I'm trying to change the word I'm freaking trying to use.
that's okay. I would like this to be just a little bit flatter over there, but let's go with this brush and just see how this goes. Just dab the brush, load it, and maybe we could go with this. Finding the right color here. It's still so thick. It's still such thick paint. Maybe I need to create a little bit darker. I think we're getting there. A little bit too much black, too dark, but so from my understanding, I don't know if I could actually do it on this thing, because scumbling, you're basically dragging wet paint over an area that's already dry, correct? My paint here is not dry, which, probably is the result of, probably some of the problem here. So the green is still like mixing onto our surface, into our colors. I think my underpainting was pretty thick. I mean, it's coming up with a texture. But I think I'm losing some of the characteristic of it while not capturing exactly what I want. Maybe I need to add some better color. Add some blue into this, some more blue. Some blue instead of black. We'll have to call this area an experimental zone. Let me throw down some blue before I get too. I'm gonna go with an ultramarine because it's darker. Bring ultramarine in this section. Grab some blue color. This is actually an oil pastel brush, so maybe that's part of the reason why it's really getting this thickness with the paint. Yeah, better perspective. That's what you're here for, right? Here to share some of your perspectives. So anyway, let's keep going like this. We're gonna keep working like this. Maybe something will come out. Surely something will happen from it. This is supposed to be a concrete sidewalk anyway. And I feel like this is definitely the wrong brush. I'm going to switch to a different brush at the moment. This is an oil pastel brush, which is very soft. It's very soft. Very soft. It's almost a little too soft. So we need to find something in between here. Sit for an hour and mull it over. Have some coffee and a cigarette. Get all cigarette smoke. Maybe what I should do is I'll use this oversized brush. Let's try that. See what happens if we do it. Use a big oversized brush. Maybe like this. I must paint quicker than I can think. I could probably just lay down the big areas. Lay down the big areas of color here. Probably just lay down the big areas of color and then go back right into it with the smaller brush. See how this works. This will be more of the experimenting. Admittedly, this just looks like a mess right now. It doesn't look like a fine artist's beautiful sculpting. Let's see. Maybe we will find some answers as we work. We're getting some of the effect, but not necessarily exactly. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Is anybody working in less fat? Overworking? I could be overworking. Could be overworking, I could be underworking. I'm definitely working very differently than I usually work. That's for sure. I usually work much quicker. Let me see. Let me play with a different color here. Let me go with, experiment with bring some yellow into this and see how this yellow can transform this space here. I actually think it's fair. It's actually okay. Oops, too much. It's okay. I think the biggest areas that need like work is like some of these extra darker areas, but the effect that I'm going for, again, is this effect. But I think this comes with a combination of like extra layers, letting certain parts to dry. As you can see, it's like, it's almost cloudy in a sense, but it's got, you can see there's an underpainting, but you know, tons of brushwork on this, tons of brushworks, and you know, just this combination of like, this color all around it. And I think that it's just gonna take time of building layers or maybe another brush will add to it. want to build some more of this texture though, so that's what we're gonna do. Do some more of this texture, because at the end of the day, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out later, and then we can just work from there. We can just this bit of fluffiness. I can feel the I can feel the tension. Have you ever played a video game or watched someone play a video game and you're like, dude, just go left, just go left. And you're sitting there like watching them like be really bad at this video game, and you're just like, just give me the controller and I'll do it. And I kind of feel that. I'm like, Michael Wilbur is like, dude, just let me show you how to do it, man. But he can't obviously reach through the screen and use his hand to demonstrate. But I can like feel, I kind of get that sense from Michael. Now obviously he's not saying that, but and I'm exaggerating the tonality here just for the sake of just for the sake of entertainment. But yeah, there you go. You know what? This isn't so bad. I actually like where this is headed. Maybe I'll throw in, not maybe, I will throw in a little bit of this red in here. And maybe this is just about building up in sections, you know, just building up the little sections. Michael, you can go ahead and say whatever, say all that your heart desires. Now, yeah. You know, and I can totally be that person. Like, I've had to like pull myself away from it. Like if I'm trying to teach somebody something, like for example, if I'm at work and I have to teach somebody something, I definitely used to like be the type of person that would just be like, okay, just let me show you. And then I would like, you know, demonstrate it. And the hardest thing would be to like do it a couple times and then they would still not get it. And that's when I realized, you know, although I have, for the sake of workplace and keeping people motivated, I have learned to tone back on that. But at the same time, that's when I also realized that I do not make the best teacher, because, and why I prefer coaching instead. But I do not make the best teacher because of my desire to just go, let me show you, and then, okay, time's up. You know, let me show you. All right, time's up. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me do it for you. But you know what? I do like what's happening here. It's like this very, very sketchy, wispy, design that's going on here. And I just hope that I can have some more of this green. Let me actually re-add in some of these colors here. I have since lost a lot of color that I originally had. I was using this Meridian permanent. Let's use permanent green light. Who here is over analyzing exactly every color that I did over the past couple of days? No one, right? Maybe somebody. I don't know. But let me go with a little bit of this color. I'm going to darken with our blue here, which means I probably could, if I'm going to darken with this blue, I could have just probably used the Meridian and gotten the same effect. But darken these areas and add some of these little pops here.
The fuck is going on? Excuse me, guys.
Honestly, I'm just glad this is via the internet, because I have done things in person. I have painted in person before, and then, you know, 1 out of every 4 times when I paint out in person, there's always this person that comes up and is like, you know, hey, you should try this way, try that way. And sometimes they give good advice, and I am totally open to advice. I love hearing thoughts and feedback, especially live. It's amazing to be able to have, you know, people that know what they're talking about and share things. And obviously we've built this relationship, you know, our little community that we've got going on, so we all know each other. It's different than just a random person coming up to you being like, hey, you know, you should do it this way. It's a little different.
Come here, my bruh. Zato's getting kicked out of the room. Come on, Zat. Here, let me get your bed. Give me your bed. Where's your bed? Give me your bed. Come here. Come here, Zat. Come here. Zato, come here. Put your bed over here. Come here.
But it's one thing to like have this camera, a little bit of a separation.
Plug in.
Just popping up behind you to like
Plug in. Plug in.
contemplate
Okay.
the validity of your artwork.
Come here, you. Come here. Come here, buddy.
So I
Come
think
here.
is this
Good
as
boy.
these layers dry.
Is that Is that too?
As everybody in here
Is that too?
mentioned, a better time with
Is that too?
like what's
You doing, big bud? Don't do that, please. Come on, Zat. Zat, come lay down in your bed. There you go. Right here.
like this, so it is kind of interesting to see
Come on, buddy.
just the texture
Just hang out in bed.
as
Come on.
build
Right
this
here.
up here.
I don't think the airdrop nothing. I don't think the airdrop anything, dude. Come on. Come on, buddy. Whoops. I can't see what I'm doing with you standing right in front of my screen. Come here. Right here.
But it does make me curious.
Yeah.
If I had gone a different route and just made
Come on.
these colors super flat,
Come on.
if with the
Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
that's the other thing about art is like you can always do multiple paintings of the same thing, but it's like, what if I tried this direction? What if I went this direction? You know what? That's the
Yeah.
beauty of art.
Come on, buddy.
Everything that you
Lay
do
down. Lay down, Zat.
creates a whole parallel.
Lay down.
universe,
Over here in
right?
your bed. In your cat bed.
There's a
I know,
whole
it's not the
parallel
cup of
universe
noodle
of
bed. Come on.
everything that gets created.
Yeah.
Because
It's not the cup of
I could have
noodle
made the
bed.
choice to make this
But
concrete
it's a bed.
white,
Yes.
or I could have just
Yes.
kept it totally flat,
Yeah.
or I could have just
Cup of noodles. He's a cup of
gone
noodle
very
cat.
Von
He's a
Holm
cat at
and, like,
noodle.
Von Holm
Cat
all
and
over
noodle.
it, which means just painting straight impasta lines.
Come on, buddy.
This like textured look.
I like to keep moving on this, bro.
But I think for now,
I like to keep moving on this, bro.
gray, blue,
wants me to
a little bit
scratch
more
his ears.
on the lighter tone.
Scratch your ear.
So that it's not too different.
Scratch
I feel
that
like both
ear.
sides of these are a little bit too different.
You got that ear, bro. Get that ear, bro. Am I getting the right spot that you want, Zato? We scratching his ear. We scratching his ear.
You know what am I going to do with these sections? Let me go with... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to go with hints of red, yellow. You're just giving it the brush. He's a hair blower. I actually heard that's actually pretty bad. Has anyone ever experimented with hair blowers on a
Come on, lay down, bub. Lay down, bubby. Mr. Zabubs. Zabra, what you doing, Zabra? What you doing, Zabra? Here's Zabra. There he is. Getting the cat cam on Zabro. What's up, Zabro? Cat camming it. Come on, cat cam. Cat cam. What you got, the cat cam?
experimented with a hair blower?
Wait, get that cat
Or is that the point?
cam. Hi.
Dude, you messed up so much, you might as well just use a
Hi.
hair blower. There we go. Not a big fan of that. Maybe I need a brighter color here.
Zato, he's hot, bro. He's a good boy. That one. Here, let's move your collie. He's a good boy that wants some ear scratches. He wants some ear scratches. What you doing, Zaza? What you doing, Zabro? What you doing, Zabro? Mr. Bro. What you doing, Zabro? Yeah.
Just some streaks here.
Like, come scratch my
Upward
ear.
streaks.
Scratch the back of my ear. Right here. Scratch my head. Yep, I got you, buddy. You don't want to be in your...
Add some
You don't want to be in your cat
red
bed.
to this.
You don't want to nap in your cat bed. Nap in the
Actually, I
cat
don't
bed.
wanna
Nap
make
in the
it too
cat
red.
bed.
I do want to dull the red a
Nap
little
in the
bit,
cat bed.
like pink.
Take a nap in the cat bed.
And the white that I have left over. Oh,
Nap in the cat bed. Nappy, 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 nappy in the cat bed.
and let's see.
He's a
Nope,
good
that's not the
boy.
one.
He wants some
Let's
chin
go.
scratches now.
We need to grab some white.
Who wants some
Not
chin
these.
scratches? Zato wants some chin scratches. Zot wants some chin
What's a catalytic?
scratches.
Alexa, what is a catalytic?
Hey, hey, buddy. Can I get back to work?
Alexa, off.
Huh? You want some mad attention? Yes, he's a good boy. He wants some attention. I want some attention to Zato. He's a good boy with his booger eyes. That got booger eyes. Mr. Booger Boy. You know you're gonna lay down right there? Right in front of my screen where I'm trying to...
Oh, don't they make a catalytic? I don't know what a catalytic is. The only tools I use are mineral spirits, walnut oil, and occasionally I use this, which, you know, I don't don't even really use this well. But occasionally I use solvent-free gel. It's a medium. It's not quite oil, but it's like, it's a little thicker than oil.
Can you frickin'
But
type?
this is transparency.
I
think
swear to
probably should've
God.
used this at the beginning. But I really like this though. This little bit of wet paint that popped up over here. I actually like that. Like, I don't think it could be achieved with a brush. I have to like, maybe I just have to nice and bold with like my dotting. I can just dot this. Let's do a little point. And by the way, I know that this is not real pointillism what I'm doing right now, because pointillism would just use a pure color on the surface and be very, very precise about their pointillism-ness. I did one day have someone get very upset at me when I did a very dabbing painting. I dabbed it basically, and I was like, here's my attempt at pointillism. Like, that's not pointillism, that's not even close. There's nothing about your painting that is pointillist. And they were very upset. And sometimes I wonder, I think artists can be very easily upset. So anyway, I learned not to call pointillism just dabbing painting pointillism. And I'm making up that voice. That was the voice I made up for this person. But the criticism was actually via Reddit, not on voice.
I roasted some beets and I can smell them. They're smelling so delicious. Roasted beets.
But I will say I do like
Zato, do you like roasted beets?
this is having right now.
Zato says no. I don't know about roasted beets.
I think this will look great once this is dry and I can actually stumble it, as the Menu Wonderful artists here have advised. Is it possible? Here's a philosophical possible question. Is it possible to remove the ego from painting?
Possible to remove the ego from painting. Maybe.
That can be done.
Maybe, possibly.
Alright, and this reminds me, this makes me realize that I need some of this cerulean blue that I
Zato, what are you doing, buddy? This is that's cool if you stay right there.
my wife let me.
People want to watch the cat cam
Color is so beautiful.
instead of the iPad cam.
This color the other day. It is a beautiful cerulean
Instead of
blue.
iPad cam, watching cat
It's
cam.
a beautiful cerulean blue hue.
Watching cat cam.
And by the way, I think what a
Cat
hue,
cam.
in case anyone is wondering, I think what a hue means is it's not actual, like, ooh, it does contain that. Wow.
Not the pure
That's
color.
rare. So don't
Not
lick
the
this
pure
painting.
color.
Do not lick this painting. So cerulean blue, I think what hue means is it uses like a certain material in it that's not, that doesn't make it just a regular.
Pure color. It's not a pure color. Hue is a dirty color. It's a naughty, dirty color.
And we're gonna bring some of this color into here.
It's a naughty, naughty, dirty color. Let's hue shame it. Hue shame that color. It's not pure.
brush so much. This is just a round brush, a very small round brush, a number 3 Serre 212, just a very small round brush that I have since.
You smell those beets, Sato? They smell delish. Delicious. So tasty. Beets. Roasted beets. The best.
With rosemary and co.
Zato. Okay.
I might be working these areas a little too much. I just want to see what this effect of adding these like brighter, just these more dense areas of paint on top creates this, you know, creates this like visual brightness where the paint's like very glossy. Right on top of it creates like this gloss. It's like finish. That's a little too straight of a line there. And now that I'm thinking of this, I really want the surfaces to have these like transition surfaces, like, you know, a surface that's a little bit more textured, interposed with these surfaces that are much more flat in color, more darkness around the fall. I will definitely consider that. That sounds like a good consideration. So here we go. Let's go here. Maybe we create a line.
Getting close with this one.
No line.
Well, what time is it? 6:45. Okay. So probably at 8. Want to stop to cook up chicken for our salads that we're gonna eat tonight.
It's really dark. It definitely affects the region around. Let's go. Let's go with some of the sky, shall we? We're gonna grab our white, and we're gonna go drop that down. Looks like, what color should I use into the clouds here? I'm basically going to use this for the clouds. But since this color is still wet, I think what I should do is I should start. It's not wet, it's not totally wet, but it is a little bit wet. And that's a little too much white, but we all recognize white in clouds, right? So I'm gonna deaden, I'm gonna unwhiten some of this a little bit and just use like a yellow. Give Hollywood this golden glow here. I'm not painting clouds. The focus point is the cat. The 2-inch brush and blend it all together. The focus point is the cat, yes. I'm painting all the stuff around the cat because I think that's going to help me establish you know, I think the cat's going to be easy. Because I already have the main areas laid out, and once I paint the cat, I know that I can like be more free. I don't have like a tech like the cat. When it comes to the cat, I know what I'm gonna do. Whereas with these parts, you know, I haven't really experimented with this flat style or this like textury, brushy surface. So that's what I'm doing. I haven't worked on the cat yet. I haven't really worked on a cat yet. I'm gonna save them for last because I pretty much know how I'm going to.
Zato, what we doing, Zato?
I've already got an idea how I want to approach it.
What you doing, Zato?
So that's not as much of a concern
Zato.
for me right now. But I do want to make sure that a lot of this background, you know, I'm okay if I work on the wet cat. But I feel like with the background, you know, it helps us, the backgrounds establish so much detail that even though the focal point is the cat, I still want to create an ambiance. And honestly, do I really even want to make these clouds overly detailed? I'm not going to over detail clouds. I'm just going to create this like wispiness in the sky. That's what I'm doing. Wispiness in the sky. Very different than I usually paint. If I was painting how I would normally paint, I would totally impressionist the heck out of this and just paint really thickly, use a lot of paint on the surface here. Use a lot more paint on the surface and just go ham. But I'm working on doing a bit more subtlety. Just like these subtle transitions. Doing things a little bit different than I usually do it. Just get my mind to think differently and challenge myself in different ways. Paint the cat is the focus point. Right, Michael. In a few moments, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this sky area. We're gonna do this sky area. Give it this. I call it the LA. Haze. Los Angeles has this like just this cloud like permanent like hanging cloud in the sky, which I think is mostly haze and smoke. Which reminds me, there's a huge fire going on in Los Angeles right now because of these massive winds that we're having. So made my positive energies go out to those people that are being affected by these huge fires. If you don't know, but it really
Why are you gonna sit right in front of where I'm working? Like a buster. Cat cam's gone. Cat cam is gone.
Yes, I will involve you wonderful people a little bit more after this cloud piece. We'll go. I will admit, like my knuckle here is. I have to like worry about this knuckle here because I'm doing too many. I'm working from the hand as opposed to like the shoulder or the wrist. I'm getting like locking on my elbow. I feel like I should just find a way to be looser with this. Locking my right hand, my right middle finger. Michael, can you check out my right middle finger for me? What do you think right there? How does it look? It's in pain. That's the little bit of timeout humor. Alright, so let's keep building up this cloud right here. I'm just using a really small brush. Honestly, this brush is probably too small for this. It's gonna take me forever. I'm gonna switch brushes. Like, I do really, the one thing is I do really like the wispy effect that I can get with this brush because it's so small. But honestly, it's probably, let's find a big one. Here we go, here's a brush that's a little bit bigger. We could try to get a wispy effect from. It's turned blue. My finger is turned blue and wrinkled. Alright, so we're going to use this bigger brush. Grab some of this yellow. I'm just going to go, oh, it's a little bit of a dirty yellow. So let's grab some more of this white.
Alright, let's up the size of this and start hitting these areas. A little more.
Just want to capture this like Los Angeles. This Los Angeles. I don't want to call it haze. I feel like Angelinos are very sensitive about anything that criticizes Los Angeles in the wrong way because, you know, there's so many transplants here that people who are like born and raised here feel like if anybody criticizes LA as like being too smoggy or having too many homeless people or any of those things, it's like, why don't you move out? Why don't you leave LA? Why don't you leave this town where I grew up instead of being part of the reason why the rent is so high? You know, I feel like a lot of native Angelinos have that feeling. Very very sensitive about criticisms of Los Angeles. But, you know, they themselves, you know, love to talk, like to shoot the crap about Los Angeles, but it's very, you definitely get a sense of LA pride. But it is a very smoggy city. I don't know, it's not really a criticism. Or it is a criticism, but it's a very smoggy city, and you know what you'll find is that there's like it's not clouds in the sky, it's just a little haze in the sky. But again, despite the smog from smokes and all these things, it is an absolutely great city filled with a tremendous amount of culture, which is why so many people want to be here, and that creates a lot of the beauty. And we're going somewhere. Yes. So here we go. I feel like I need to add denser paint right here. And I can allow this cloudiness to like evaporate off as we get higher into this painting here. But for now, want to build up the area right under it, right here. And you know what? Although I work very although I like to work very fast,
what was
you know,
that?
it's nice to kind of pull myself back and slow down and be able to just explore all of these different ways of doing things that take a lot of time, a lot more time. And just explore the fun of laying down paint for the fun of laying down paint. Just to see how it all comes together, just to build up a painting bit by bit. And how do I tackle this area? I need to go like this. Since the world is round, I guess the best way to do it is to sort of round this out. Make it disappear in a round way. It helps to constantly look back at the camera because the camera shows me things that I can't quite see here. Like, even if I take a step back, it's still hard to see some of the whole picture details.
Hey, Goober03, what's going on?
I'm working on not using as much white.
What's a happening? What's a happening? What's a happening?
Yeah, I wonder if the sign of my, no, I shouldn't say it. I don't want to manifest. I don't want to manifest something I don't want to manifest. All I will say is that my knuckle is sore right now, probably because of the way I'm using it. Nothing more.
Nothing really? That's okay. Not much happening.
This would be, see, here's the other thing.
Yep,
Watch this thing, fresh air, Iowa, where the air smells of manure. So I was watching these tutorials today. As I mentioned, I was on this Udemy course. I can't remember the teacher's name. I want to say his name is
we're
Alex
just
something.
drawing and listening to some
Teaches
live streamers.
Rembrandt.
Our friend Emmett Ferguson.
And although
That's
I don't know if he's really gotten
and
Rembrandt's
hanging with my cat
technique down,
Zato, who's gonna start
uses
sneezing up the place.
science to basically
Sneezy,
analyze
wheezy.
the
Just
materials
filling
that
in this
Rembrandt
dog.
used.
Trying to.
You know,
Okay, I
feel
think we're
like
good on this one.
As an artist, that guy is way too much of a perfectionist because he makes his own paints. He makes his own ground.
Let's get rid of this
He is
so we can
very highly
see what we're doing.
skilled
Okay, we got our outline. We add this.
at like
Now we
the
can
craft
start.
of painting. But as an artist, I didn't really feel that he had the full freedom of Rembrandt. And maybe
Zod,
not
I
because
can't
he couldn't
see.
do it, but
You're in the
because,
way.
you know, he's
Bruh.
trying to recreate something.
You're in the way,
to
dude.
Create something spontaneously, and I think
My
that
cat's right
that
in my
level of
face.
detail
You can't
that he
see
had to pay
him.
attention,
In
really
the
thrives as far as the class
there he
goes,
is.
really thrives
He's like
as,
right in front of my screen,
you know, learning about
blocking
old
me.
ways of doing things, the
Cat
general,
blocking me.
methods. But
Thank you. Yeah, he's
not
cute,
the actual
but
technique and
sometimes annoying. He's a good boy though.
brushwork of
He just
Rembrandt
likes to
himself.
be hanging
That's
out
just my
with
guess,
me.
though. I mean,
Just
he
hanging.
said that Rembrandt painted very loosely,
Just hanging.
very boldly with
But
bold color.
at least I can still draw with
I
him
wasn't really getting that sense
right in
from
front of
him,
me.
but still, I mean, he's an amazing painter in general, amazing artist.
But me and Zot just hanging on this cold, cold day. It's a cold day here.
They're more inclined to paint like Vermeer, or
I think the high was 17 degrees.
right? If people are too perfect as artists,
17 degrees Fahrenheit.
they're more likely to paint like I'm gonna pick a modern artist.
Up in the Midwest here.
But if they are, or even
Zot's trying to stay warm.
I don't know, who's like an artist that everybody knows that's known for like super fine, hard edge
Yeah, the other day there was a big storm that came through, but it missed us and it went south. And so all these people south, like Midwest, got hit with all kinds of snow. And we lucked out in Iowa here and didn't get that storm. But it's still cold. It's still cold AF here. And if you're familiar with the Midwest, that is typical in the winters. I mean January, yeah, February is considered the coldest month of the season. But that doesn't mean, I mean, we've been pretty lucky that we haven't hit any negatives, I don't think. Well, maybe with the wind chill. But as far as the regular temperature, I don't think it's gone below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, my friend here live streaming, he's from LA. So they don't know nothing about nothing when it comes to cold. They don't know nothing unless you grew up in the Midwest or somewhere far north or some cold European country or French impression is French painting. Yeah, 17 is you don't mess around. 17 lower, yeah, don't mess around. Sometimes I see people here, it's like leaving their cars there in shorts and like, where's your jacket at? Like, I hope it's in your car. But some people, they love that cold, man. I'm like, I tolerate it. I grew up in the Midwest, specifically Minneapolis, so, and that's a lot colder than Iowa. A lot colder. And the farther north you go, even more colder. I lived in Duluth, Minnesota for a year, and that was cold in the winter. That's where you're like, I don't even want to go outside. Cold.
But I found this book for $9. $9. $2? Really? Well, no.
Yeah, 17 was higher than the last 2 days, which was 14 degrees. At one point, I think it got down to like 9 degrees. So I'm sure with the wind chill, with the wind blowing, it felt like negative something. Guston.
Bacon. Oh, Francis Bacon. Ah. Well, hey, little did I know, the answers for him are right in this book. Let's see. Francis Bacon is 1905. He's before Paul. Here we go. Let's see what it says about bacon. My goodness. What can we learn about bacon? Max Ernst. Francis Bacon. So I'm not going to bore everyone by going into this story. Let's see. Landscape. They use a Chinese brush to create calligraphic strokes. Okay, yeah, this is incredibly detailed. Look at the confidence in that brushwork. This isn't his typical piece that I like to see, that I usually like of his, though. Lamp black, ivory, pure ultramarine to give intensity to the areas. Okay, give the intensity.
Yep, I got my little space heater right next to me. I had it turned off because it was getting super hot. Now I might have to turn it back on. Alright, Goober 03. Or should I just call you Goober? Or Goobs, the Goob. thank you for popping in, saying hello, man. Not too many people are jumping in chat today, or at least this session. But yeah, have a good day. Take care. Maybe I'll see you again. See you again on the internet here. I'll be do a lot of live streaming of art, painting, digital painting, sometimes playing video games, some old RPGs from like the 90s, 80s and 90s. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm into, especially in this cold weather. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Take care. Be safe. Man, those beets I roasted up smell really good. You want to go pick up the new phone and drop off the return new phone. Oh, Jesus. Louises. I am trying to do this stuff. Oh, man. Like, do I want to? Do I want to go out in the cold again? And again? And again? 7:09. I was hoping to go to 8 with this. I'm sure they close. They probably close at 8. If I don't go now, I'll have to go some other time. Oh man, what a pain. Keep having to frickin' stop.
You know what? Forget that. I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Let me go in and paint this cat.
Checkerboard the cat. Alright, I guess if I go, but should I just put it on hold? Should I put it on the break screen so you guys can just hang out and listen to Emmett? Listen to good old Emmett. And then I'll go get the phone I have to pick up and drop off. So, yeah, you guys can enjoy the enjoy this. I gotta get my glasses. Jeez, I can't believe it. It's getting cold outside. I gotta go outside. I'm gonna go outside again. But yeah, you guys hang out with Emmett. Not sure how much more he'll be live streaming, but I will be back. And Zato's coming with me. Come on, Zat. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. We gotta go drop this phone off. Pick up the dang new phone. Come on. Get out there.
Give him some dark black eyeliner, this black eye here. Give it an intensity. And the stiff brush works best for scumbling. I will have to think about that. I gotta let these areas dry for a couple days. Well, maybe not that long, but they definitely need to dry a bit before I can really start to consider again how I'm going to scumble it. Or
Okay, guys.
I may not. I just may not do that.
The only thing is I have to turn.
Straight.
I need my phone, so I am gonna have to shut this stream down. Sorry, guys. Shut it down. Maybe I'll be back for a third part 3 later on, but I know I'm gonna be cooking too, so just want to thank y'all for stopping through. Thanks, Goober03, dropping the line in chat. Yeah, hopefully I'll be back. So y'all have a good night, day, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world, and until next time.